MrTruck here in Chickasha, Oklahoma. We are at the factory of Cimarron trailers, my favorite trailer. I'm here with Ben Jensen. He's the sales manager for Cimarron. This is the factory where they make all the magic. And you guys have what I think is the lightest trailer anyway to tow a bumper pull 2-horse Cimarron trailer. Pulls as good as anything. It's like nothing back there. You don't feel it, which I've always appreciated. It's amazing how easy these bumper pulls Cimarrons pull.
Well, it's a combination, and thank you for those compliments. It's a combination of the tongue weight, the aerodynamics, the angle of the V-nose, the axle placement, the radiuses that are in the trailer as far as the rear frame and the rocker panels. So it's really a total combination that's engineered.
We've done it right, and I've always been impressed by that. Of course, they're always beautiful trailers. I love the welds on them. I just love looking at them. I mean, this is a trailer to be proud of. We're going to take it for a spin with this truck. Join us.
I'd like to welcome everybody here to Cimarron Trailers. It's been a few years since our friend Kent, MrTruck, has been here, and we invited him down to see what's new. Cimarron's invested over the last several years in our plant in the facility. We've grown our production facility. We've invested in engineering. We've invested in the design of our product, and we've invested in our people. All of our personnel out here in the shop's been through lean training so that we can build our product efficiently for you to give you a good value. Our engineers have designed many new extrusions over the last 6 to 7 years to advance our product, continue to improve it. We're going to go through the shop and show you some of those changes we've made and show you some of the new shop and how we build our trailers and the parts of the trailer that you can't see once the trailer is done sitting on the dealership yard or once you're using it. But I want to show you the quality behind the Cimarron trailer and where it comes from. We've made many changes. Our company culture is that we don't just sit around and do what we've always done. We're always improving. If we can make it better, we're going to invest and do that. One of the great examples of how we've done that over the past few years is our new floor. When Cimarron started, we've always used a 12-inch wide deck board for our floor. The material runs across the trailer and they interlock tongue and groove together. In the past, we had one I-beam in the center. So we had I-beams on 6-inch centers. Then we went to 4-inch centers, and then a year and a half ago, starting in January of 2016, we went to what we call the V-hollow truss floor. We just continued to analyze our design. We came up with this design. Basically, this creates a tube across the trailer every 12 inches. That adds a considerable amount of strength to our trailers. It increased the safety factor by 58%. It decreased the stress by 56% and made a superior product. We've rearranged that aluminum, added a little bit more cost to the aluminum extrusion, but it made a better product overall. It took a lot of flex out of our trailer. So that's a reason to upgrade to a new Cimarron right there. One of the things when we build our trailers, we don't mass produce our trailers. Every Cimarron trailer is custom built for the order that the dealer or the customer placed through the dealer. And on average, a third of the trailers we build are already sold to a retail customer. With that said, every trailer we build has our personal attention to it. We're not building 20 of the same trailer. So as we go through the shop, you'll see a horse trailer, a livestock trailer, a living quarter horse trailer, maybe a show cattle trailer or a show pig trailer. It's the same employees building the quality start to finish, whether you're building a $15,000 2-horse bumper pull or a $200,000 high-end living quarters. You can expect the Cimarron quality, the safety, and the engineering from start to finish. So we'll walk through here. We build the trailer floor on our jig. We weld the trailer up. This one's getting framed up. Once this trailer's all welded out, this floor, it'll flip and be on our track system like this floor here. So that trailer flips over, then it's ready to start down the production line. The next step after we build the floor is we put the rear end on the trailer. The rear end's going to have the doors associated with it. We're looking at a pig trailer here with the doors above. It's going to have a ramp below that. So many things we've done on the extrusion side. We build all of our own hinges. We build our hinges. This hinge is designed for this door to fit. Instead of buying a hinge off the shelf from a supplier, we've designed that and build them ourselves. We move on up and we're going to build the trailer sidewalls. This is going to be a stock trailer here. Cimarron standard is we use all 4-sided tubing in the sidewalls. We don't use any C-channel. or hat channel. It's all a four-sided rectangular tube with radius edges towards the livestock side. Even in the top corners of the trailer, if you look up here in the top corner, Kent, you'll see the steel gusset we put in there to reinforce the corner, add strength to the trailer. That takes the flex out of the back end. We use all Dexter axles here at Cimarron, name brand, made here in the United States. Dexter axles, electric brakes, self-adjusting electric brakes with easy lube bearings there. Our sidewalls are laid out on a template here. Every trailer is going to get its own sidewall drawing, just like framing up a house or barn. You got to know where to locate your doors, your gates, your windows. So we send engineered prints out here when we build our trailer sidewalls. We talked about the trailers are custom built. The same drawing that you see as a customer when you're custom building a Cimarron, that's the same drawing the trailer is built from. The spec sheet, again, the same thing you see is what our builders see. And this, along with other engineered prints, is how they're going to build your trailer. What we're looking at here is our gooseneck assembly, where it starts out. The steel assembly that we build is all powder coated. We use bulldog couplers. We have the steel assembly that's powder coat painted, so you've got a great paint surface on it. And once we take that assembly, we put it on our jig to attach all the aluminum to it. All the aluminum will be huck bolted to that steel assembly. And then corners are reinforced with a steel gusset. The steel gusset here, the Boomerang Gusset that we've used for years, here's another example of our engineering over the past few years when we did the finite and element analysis through our engineering software. We changed the shape of the radius and actually gave us more strength in that steel gusset. Instead of using a tighter radius in the corners, we spread that radius out and increased the strength value of that steel piece. One of the engineering changes we made over the last year is our side slat. That's the exterior aluminum you see on the side of the trailer, kind of what gives the body lines and the shape. This is our side slat we've been using for over a year now. It has new radiuses in it. It's still tongue and grooves together like we always have. And the advantage is now we have 3 hollow cores inside of it. It gives a fresh look, and then on the inside of the trailer you'll see a flat inside wall. You don't see any ridges anymore in our past design. So it made our stock trailers, our trailers without the interior lining, makes them very easy to clean, more sanitary than the trailers in the past. Still use some of the tried and true things that's made Cimarron, the weld-on greasable hinges. That's been one of our standards for over 17 years. It's our hinges, grease certs and welded on. So there's been a lot that stayed the same, and there's a lot that has advanced as well. We're getting back in here into the heart of our production facility now, where we've got our 2 production lines. One of our changes we made when we expanded our plant in the past couple of years. Right here we're in the very custom line of trailers here. Looking at an integrated pod trailer. This is something that would have been built in the bay in the past. Now it's built on an assembly line. This trailer is kind of in the raw stages. It's going to be a 5-horse living quarter shell with an integrated hay pod. So they're getting things framed up, tacked up to weld in the floor of the integrated hay pod and then the ceiling for the stall area. So that's getting framed up. This does have the split roof line, and we'll have the hay pod lid on top, and creates that very safe deck at the back of the trailer. This particular model is going to be a side load with a full rear tack. Kind of getting an example here to look at the air ride axles before we get the tires and wheels on. This is an 8,000 pound axle with a hydraulic disc brakes. This line will get crimped over here or attached over here, so it'll be out of the way of the tire. This is the air ride axle made by Dexter. Kent's done several reviews on this. We really believe in the air rides. We've had great success with it. It is air ride on a torsion axle. Been a great system for us. We've used it for many years, and each year we continue to sell more air rides. So you still have your independence of your torsion, but you have the air ride there to give it the better ride, the soft ride. If something happens, if your battery goes dead, if your pump goes out, you still have your torsion axle. You can get to the next event, you can get home. You're not stuck on the side of the road like the air rides in the past. You'll notice how much rested your horses or cattle, whatever you're hauling, they're going to arrive at the event. They're not as stressed. We've had customers just could not believe the difference in their animals once they got to an event on how much the air ride improved their performance when they got there. We believe in the air ride for sure. One of the segments of the industry that's really grown for us because we focused on it and been attentive to that is the show animal side of the business. We've invested in marketing to that and listening to the customers. And this trailer they're building, it's actually going to be a trailer with pins, and then it also has a floating gate, a traveling gate, so that this customer can take a section of the pins out and use this as a show cattle trailer or stock trailer, and then put the pins back in to use it for their pigs or sheep, whatever they need to haul. I want to show you again on some of how we build our trailers and what makes the Cimarron difference. Our roof material is one of the major factors in a Cimarron trailer that's different. It's a 1/2 inch thick. This has a polypropylene honeycomb core in the center and then fiberglass on each side, and then gel coated. This is all done in a wet layup. We get this material in actually sheets that are 46 feet long. So each trailer roof is cut out of a sheet for your trailer. This roof is going to keep your trailer about 20% cooler in the summer. It's going to keep it warmer in the winter. It's an insulated product. So it's got an R3 thermal value to it. It also keeps the trailer quiet. It's strong. You can get up there and walk around on the trailer roof. If you've got to check an air conditioner, if you need to look at your roof seals up at top, if you need to do anything on top of your trailer, you can actually walk on this roof. Compare that to my competitors that use an aluminum skin roof. Aluminum's a great product. We use a lot of aluminum, but not in our roof. Aluminum lets heat transfer straight through it. If you think about your cooking utensils, a lot of them are out, your pots and pans are aluminum. It's a great transfer of heat. We want a thermal barrier there for the livestock, for the horses, so that heat does not transfer through. The white color helps it reflect, and that thermal barrier decreases that temperature going into the horses. So they're going to be comfortable, they're going to arrive cooler at the show, and we believe in it. We use it on every Cimarron trailer. It also has the hail resistance to it. Hail will bounce right off these trailer roofs, where hail on aluminum skin roof, it's going to look like a golf ball in there. It's going to have dimples everywhere in it. The gel coat's going to give you that final seal. It's going to add the gloss to it. It's going to give you that smooth texture to it. We could build a less expensive trailer with aluminum roof. That's not our goal here at Cimarron, is to be less expensive. We're going to be competitive. We're going to build you a quality product that you're going to be proud to own, you're going to enjoy using, and you're going to get there and back safely. One of the really important things at Cimarron is getting you a good, clean, finished product. That's part of our design and the goals that we set. When we added onto our plant 3 years ago, we focused on our trailer wash. What we're going to enter here is our entire wash bay facility. That's state of the art. Don't know of another manufacturer that has one to match Cimarron. We'll take a look inside here. We step inside and I've got one of each type of trailer. I've got a trailer here to my right that's in here for its first bath. This trailer just got built, so they're going to wash off all the weld marks and handprints. A trailer over here to the left, this is a finished trailer that's getting its final wash before it leaves to go to the dealership. So one of each in here at this time. We can get 2 trailers in here. We actually clean the water that we get from rural water. We run it through water softener, water deionizer, and use a very clean water so we don't have spots and streaks on our trailers. Once we use that acid with the trailers to wash it, we have to capture that and then treat that acid, of course, to be environmentally responsible. But our wash bay was really important to us in the design of our plant expansion. We want to get that clean product to you as a customer. We're in our trim shop now, our second building where we do all of our electrical, the rubber mats, and all the final hardware on the trailer. Looking at a 24-foot Cimarron stock trailer here, and wanted to point out a couple of the features. On our stock trailers, we use an extruded aluminum fender, very wide, 10 3/4 inch wide fender that's extruded aluminum, so it's stronger than the teardrop sheet metal fender. It's also flat on top, so you can get up here and stand if you need to get in here to help some livestock get out of the trailer, or if you need to get up there and look at them. It's strong enough, it can take more abuse than the traditional teardrop aluminum sheet fender. One of the design changes we made on our 2017 models was that every Cimarron trailer now has aluminum spoke wheels and then tires that are balanced and filled with nitrogen. The nitrogen fill allows those tires to run cooler than traditional air. It's going to retain a more consistent PSI level. Nitrogen is what they use in race car tires and airplane tires to keep that consistent PSI. So, on our stock trailers, we have an outside release for the gate latches. The gate latch, of course, is on the inside, but you have an exterior release to open up your center gates. One of the market that's really grown for Cimarron that we've invested in marketing and design and engineering, focused on, is the low profile, the show animal side of the industry. This is one of our show star models. This trailer is shorter in height, and it's designed for pigs, sheep, goats, those small animals that need individual pens. We'll take a look inside. All these models come standard with a rear ramp, so that it's easier to load those animals. So let that ramp down, and then open up your back doors. And inside here, we'll take a look at the pins. This particular trailer is a 20-foot bumper pull model with 8 pins, and it is 7.5 foot wide. If you look through these pins, right now these gates are set up so that you have equal size pins, or a 50-50 pin. So you have 8 equal size pins. What we've designed our adjustable gates to do is you can unlatch that, pull that, slide that over, and now that gives you basically a 60-40 pin. You increase the size of this pin by 12 inches. So that creates larger pins on one side and then an alleyway pin over here. So customers love the versatility here. Early on when those animals are small and you're showing a jackpots, you have the same size pins for the individual animals. And then when they get more towards that market weight and you're hauling fewer to the shows, you have a large pin and an alley pin. Another recent upgrade we did was make all these slam latches here on the side, so that when you open that gate, it automatically locates and locks in. Cimarron, we're very concerned about noise. We want to reduce the noise. Anytime we can reduce noise, we're going to reduce stress on the livestock. So we're incorporating a lot of machined, designed UHMW pieces into our trailers. Make latches work, make it easier. On the outside, we'll look at a few features that we've invested in, such as the fold-down slat. If we look here at the body of the trailer, we have 2 rows of plexiglass up at the top. This plexiglass is very easily to remove, and I'll show you that here in a minute, how we remove our plexiglass. We also have a lower air gap at the bottom that can open up very easily. So if you're traveling and the temperature changes, the weather changes, you can get air to those animals quickly, down low where they need it. If you're trying to reduce the air to them, you can leave it folded up and still have a very smooth, clean trailer. With our design, it's on gas shocks. There's no latches, there's no springs, so again, it's very quiet. There's nothing to rattle once that closes up. On our plexiglass, if you need to take it out quickly, we have our track is routed. So you just take that out and slide one past the other. You don't have to worry about finding the screwdriver or the wrench and worrying about taking screws off the end of the track. It's very easy to take our plexiglass in and out on the Cimarron trailer. This customer, they've got show pigs, show sheep, and they also have show cattle. So up here at all these pins are removable. And granted, we're in the raw stages right now, but these pins will come out. You can take them out, and then that fits back in that hole. So these pins come out at a section at a time with the post. You pull out 3 gates in the post. So if you need to put in 2 pins, 4 pins, 6 pins, and then you've also got a livestock area. At the front, we're storing the gate here at the very front. We don't have the latches on it yet. This gate will travel on the overhead track. And once they have the latches on it, they'll be able to latch this gate about every 12 inches to create a front pin space that they need. So someone looking for a very versatile trailer, maybe their kids show a variety of animals, this design has worked out very well, allowing them to have one trailer and do many things with it. We're looking at a Kirk Stierwalt show cattle trailer here. This is a 26-foot model. We have the side ramp going into the stall area and then a tack door going into the front. We'll let this side ramp down. You got the full height ramp straight up in here to the stall area. Right now, this gate is all at the front, so this whole thing is wide open currently. The traveling gate, we can release these latches. And then with our easy rollers, we can reposition this gate to any space that we need to. So it allows a lot of versatility in how you want to use your trailer. This one's equipped with a no threshold gate. So there's nothing to step over for your cattle to step over. They can walk. Yeah. Big gusset. With these no threshold gates, we had to really engineer the framework to be able to handle these gates. So big 7-inch tube, 5-inch tube, 5-inch header across the top, and then the 190 gusset plate to help tie that gate together.
How many of these sliding gates do you have in a trailer like this?
We've done trailers with up to 4 of these gates inside there. It really just depends on the amount of stall space you have. But it really makes the trailer versatile to use. Welcome to our engineering department. We talked earlier about how important the engineering is to the design of a Cimarron trailer. We have 2 engineers now. We have Mike Cawley and Brian Stidham. And both these guys do the work day in, day out to design all the specialty parts and also design our trailers and gate prints, door prints, sidewalls. So the engineering happens in here. We do use both AutoCAD and SolidWorks in our design. And we can do the finite and element analysis when we design to see where the stress is and where we need to reinforce or build the trailers.
That's awesome, where you can just decide where you need more metal or less metal, or
exactly. It really allows us to build the trailer correctly and put the reinforcement where it needs. We also have a 3D printer where we can actually design parts ahead of time and print them out of plastic to see if we like that shape and fit. And this is an example of a hinge that we designed and printed it in plastic, and then now we've got it made in aluminum.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
We can design and play with it on plastic before we go through the expense of having a die made and ordering
that's
parts.
awesome.
So we can check our fits. So really important tool. And
this is where all the smart guys hang out, huh? Okay.
so,
Well, that is awesome, and that's so cool to see that in a horse trailer factory, actually going to the expense of engineering these. It's not like the old days where just a couple of farmers in a garage were welding trailers together.
no, these are big items, a lot of things to consider in the design, and it's best to figure it out in here before we go build it out in the shop.
Well, sure, I like that. You come up with new ideas and test them. It's always good to test some of these things.
One of the models that's really become popular at Cimarron is a stock combo trailer, but with several features, several options added to it. So what we're going to look at here is a stock combo trailer. So it's got stock sides on it. You can haul horses, you can haul cattle, you can haul the lawnmower in it. Very versatile trailer. But instead of the traditional straight wall, we've done a slant wall in this, like a horse trailer, and then the center gate's on a slant too, just like a divider. This package we put together comes with a 42-inch wide door, so a big, nice door to be able to open up to access your tack. We've got blanket bars on the door itself. This is a new design for Cimarron. Heavy-duty blanket bar assembly on a gas shock. So again, one-handed use, no latches to open up. So you can access your blankets. We do a swing-out saddle rack. Again with gas shocks, no latches. All of our saddle racks, these are aluminum. It's an aluminum extrusion and they're powder coated. And then here's some other convenient things. The overhead shelf with clothes bar. The boot box that gives you the step up into the gooseneck and also great storage. So just a very convenient, handy sized tack room. Really been a good package for many of our dealers, and customers really enjoy using this type of trailer. The saddle racks, again, this is all aluminum. This front cap is welded on as well as the plate at the back, and then these are powder coated. That's not plastic, this is all aluminum. They are designed for a saddle to ride on here just like right on a horse's withers. The saddles won't roll off of here. We put a lot of time and design into this. Really works smooth. They are all adjustable so that you can set these saddle racks to fit your saddles and to make them at a height that you can easily reach. Again, we're at the Cimarron stock combo trailer here. This has the sliding gate if you need to back up to an alleyway. We have our cast latch here. We actually use rollers up top that have a ball bearing in them, so the gate operates very smoothly. You can put a padlock in here if you need to lock it up if you're at an overnight event. The full cam lock opens up your entire gate to the stall area. This trailer has the slanted center gate in it because it does have a slant wall. This is how this trailer was ordered. So you can haul horses in here at a slant. You can also open this gate up, lock it back to the wall. You might want to load some roping calves or roping steers in the front and put your horses behind, or vice versa. This makes a very handy, convenient, versatile trailer to use. Just look straight up on that, kind of rolls out of there. And then the gate's going to latch into our latch. UHMW here to eliminate metal-to-metal contact. Cast aluminum latch. Got a tie rail up here between the air spaces, so you can tie horses up here.
That's rather than those individual little hooks.
Yeah, again, it just adds to that versatility.
Yeah.
You standing in here today, you can feel the difference in how much cooler it is in here versus this nice 98-degree Oklahoma day. We're in here with the insulated roof.
Yeah.
It's cooler in here. I noticed the difference right when I walked in. Kind of want to stay here for a little bit instead of going outside.
Oh, sure. Now, for vents, is there a larger number of vents in a horse trailer versus a cattle trailer, or are they the same amount of vents?
Well, a horse trailer, our standard is one per stall. On the stock combo trailers, it really depends on what the customer or the dealer orders. So this trailer, they ordered 2 vents in this stall area. Those vents can easily be added. One advantage with our roof being a 1/2 inch thick, you can go in here, mark the template, cut that out with a jigsaw, and add a vent. You don't have to go in and frame it like you do an aluminum skin roof trailer. So this trailer's ordered 2 vents, actually 3, I miscounted. If the dealer wanted to add more, or the customer, those can be added easily.
Yeah. Oh, so the video that, I mean, the straight walls is awesome. A flat wall.
Flat wall with our new extruded side slat really makes trailers easier to clean. I noticed a big difference in my personal trailer. First time I had to clean it up on how.
And then you put that spacer on the bottom so you can just hose these out and everything comes out of that corner instead of leaving a 90-degree corner there
Yes.
on the edge. That's good.
Of course, we looked at the rear frame earlier. The rear frame of a finished trailer, we have a 190 gusset plate welded up here, also in the top rail, so all 3 of these come together and connect to help tie that rear end of the trailer together.
You've got an extra plate at the bottom.
Yes, again, putting strength in that design.
Well, this is made for bulls and a couple horses.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Trailer like this have 3 batteries or 2?
This one in particular has 2 batteries. There's room in that box to fit 3. This one has 2. We've got air ride. We have max air fans. With a roll-up door with enclosed nose.
That is cool.
Yep. So that just locks right there. Keeps everything clean, protected. Your spare tire, your batteries, that's all hidden behind that wall. Yeah, we're hooked up to a truck here, and you can still get access to that tire if you need to.
And we got tons of pickup truck questions, right?
Right. Where do we go for the answers?
We go to the Truck Nuts book.
Because we're truck nuts. And we wrote the book, Truck Nuts. We're nuts about truck. The ultimate guide to buying a truck, or to
Yep.
looking at a truck, or judging a truck. You know, whether it's diesel versus gas, new versus used, what your teenagers should learn about trucks, all that. You do all kinds of cool tests.
Yeah, we do a lot of testing. We do the iGauntlet, world's toughest towing test, up the mountain and down the mountain. We do MPG testing on the highway, loaded with trailers.
Yeah.
We do off-road testing. A lot of that data is in this book as well, and it's a one-stop shop for truck information.
That's true. We test trucks, maximum capacity, up to the biggest grades you can do on the interstate.
Yep.
So we really put them to the test. And, you know, you can get all the facts you can't find anywhere else. We do MPG tests, which you can't find on any sticker anywhere. So, you know, all that stuff that you can't find is in the book.
And you can find the book at trucknutsbook.com. There are links to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all the other bookstores as well.
So read about your truck nuts.